Personas que van a ver esta grabación, esta película, personas que van a ser sanadas. Se va el SIDA, cáncer, paralíticos se van a levantar a través de esta película.
I'd made it to Guatemala, the home of Mayans and volcanoes. As well as having big problems with poverty, corruption and crime, it's also got one of the highest populations of Protestants and evangelical Christians in the whole of Latin America.
It's a pretty religious place.
It also has these ginormous mega churches. I'd been hearing a lot about evangelical pastors, and one name kept on coming up, Cash Luna. Ask anyone here, and they'll know who he is.
En el nombre del Señor Jesús, para la gloria de Dios Padre.
Not only does he claim to be in direct communication with the big man himself, but he's also a multi-millionaire and has one of the biggest churches in the world, Casa de Dios, or House of God, which can hold over 11,000 people. I was on my way to visit him.
That is one big ass church. Looks like a freaking alien spaceship. There we go. Bloody hell. Yeah, let me just remind you, like, this isn't Anfield. This is a freaking church, and it's just a normal Sunday ceremony, and it's rammed. Oh my God, look at it. It's like a theatre or something. Hello. So I've been to a few churches in my life, and they're usually quite, solemn places, quite dark, quite old-looking. This one looks more like somewhere I'd see Mariah Carey perform.
Cash Luna is a superstar here, with thousands of adoring fans who come each week. He isn't just one of the most famous men in Guatemala, but he's famous all over Central and Latin America.
Nuestras armas no son carnales, son poderosas en Dios.
Le vamos a dar la bienvenida al que está a la par, dele una sonrisa, póngase a la sombra.
And he knows how to put on a show. The church has a dedicated band and its own theme tune.
Do you know who wrote the song? No. Oh, you don't know? They deserve a lot of credit. That's a good song.
Levanta tus manos, vamos a declarar, vamos a confesar esta mañana. Nuestras armas no son, y conmigo, nuestras armas.
During each congregation, the donation baskets come out, and people give all they can in the hope a sickness will be cured or they'll get richer. This is often called the prosperity gospel.
Bueno, hoy vamos a dejar que las damas vengan primero, ¿verdad? Voluntariamente cada quien viene ofrendando. Todo lo que dijeres creyendo que lo recibiréis os vendrá.
This message resonates well in a country where over half the population is below the national poverty line, and 23% live in extreme poverty. What's more impressive, though, is that he says he has the ability to heal people through God.
Quiero que miren este testimonio.
There was even a video playing at the congregation, where they claimed the woman had been healed of HIV due to attending the church.
Lilia era portadora del VIH, pero crea que Dios ya hizo el milagro. Yo sé que Dios hizo el milagro, Lilia.
Cuando nuevamente llego y me dan los resultados del examen, entonces me dice la doctora, es impresionante lo que está pasando. Entonces yo le hago la pregunta a ella, entonces ¿esto qué significa? Que usted no tiene el virus en su cuerpo. Cuando ella me dice eso, yo caigo de rodillas en la clínica y yo le doy gracias a Dios.
¿Cuántos creen que pueden existir más Lilian?
I was amazed. This was a man who said to cure people of HIV through the power of God. I wanted to talk to him, and as soon as the congregation finished, I got my chance.
Hello!
Hello, how's it going? Nice to meet you. This is very nice.
I joined Cash Luna for breakfast with his family.
Vamos a orar por los alimentos, ¿les parece?
Amén,
It was amazing to see you up there. You are so, experienced at talking to people.
I try do not use religion language when I speak.
So somebody who knows nothing of what
about
you teach,
okay,
how would you explain what it is that you're telling them?
They are looking for options, they are looking for solutions, so I have one. This is Jesus. You saw the testimony of this lady with...
She got cured of HIV?
Yes.
By God?
We have many of them.
Cured of HIV?
Yes.
A lot of people would say that isn't possible.
Many people. That's the amazing thing, to experience impossible things for the rest of the people.
Is there a limit to the things that he could heal? If I broke my leg, is there certain HIV he can do sorted? A broken leg?
You tell me.
I don't know.
You tell me, if he can heal the VHA, he can heal your knee or your leg or your...
You think so, he can actually?
I believe so.
Everything can be healed?
Everything.
Why is everybody not healed of these things then? What is the...
I really don't know. People say, you not get healed because you don't have enough faith. I don't want to say that because I don't want to condemn nobody.
It's safe to say I was skeptical that people had been cured of HIV due to attending Casa de Dios. The only evidence I'd seen seemed to be a video that played on repeat during Cash's congregation. I wanted to ask about money. He's a millionaire, and it seemed like he was preaching the prosperity gospel, telling people that if they gave his church money, God would make them rich, like him.
Do you see yourself as a rich man? Are you a rich man?
Not like a rich man, like a blessed. To be blessed is different to be rich.
Okay.
The Bible says that God can give you riches without sadness.
Are you saying you're rich and really happy simultaneously?
No, what I said is I am blessed with riches or without riches.
Do you think, are there misconceptions about you? I mean, people are telling me you have a private jet.
No, I don't.
Rolex.
Church has a private jet, a small jet for
the
six.
Church doesn't.
Yeah, it's for 6 people.
It is an incredible place. Like, I've never seen a church like this in my life. Like, it's amazing.
Yes.
Was this made on people's donations?
Yes.
How much did it cost to build?
Millions. 45.
When you got like 45 million, did you think, maybe I could build 10 hospitals?
Sometimes we have more people getting healed here than in a hospital. So we are in the healing also.
I had seen one video online I was particularly amazed at.
Pase de esa Biblia para acá. Ahí hay una línea de poder de Dios. Camina y pase.
It showed Cash Luna using the power of the Bible to take over people's bodies. I'd heard it got him a lot of attention, so I wanted to ask about it.
There's an amazing video of you lay down a Bible and there's people walking and then they...
Yeah, this is one of the more polemic or videos.
It's amazing. Explain how God comes through.
This is like a wall, look. If you see the video and you wasn't there, you will not understand nothing at all. Okay.
Yeah, man, can we walk with you?
Yes.
It'd be nice to see. Yeah.
It was time for Cash to head back on stage.
So it really is not hard to see why he does this. He's got thousands of adoring fans. He owns one of the biggest churches in the world. He's got a freaking private jet. And this all just shows you how big evangelism is here. This is just one church.
My time with Cash hadn't worked out like I hoped. He seemed a bit annoyed by my interview. Maybe he didn't like the questions I'd asked. And he didn't want to meet again a few days later as we'd originally agreed.
Vamos a tomar nuestra Biblia en nuestras manos.
But Cash Luna isn't the only pastor like this. Guatemala's full of these people. And pastors from all over are trying to follow in Cash's footsteps. There was one place I'd heard of that was known around the country for not only being evangelical, but also for being the spot of the biggest miracle of all. God had blessed it with giant carrots. Yes, giant carrots. And now it was enjoying an era of prosperity. One of the most influential and ambitious pastors in the town was Pastor Sanchez, an avid follower of Cash Luna.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Gracias, igualmente.
I recognize this man here. This is Cash Luna.
Sí.
He's very famous in Guatemala.
Esa foto lo tomamos en Miami.
Oh, that's in Miami?
En Miami, Florida.
Wow. Do you talk to him quite a lot? Do you phone him?
Sí, en WhatsApp, sí.
I heard a bit about your personal story with God.
Soy un profeta y un apóstol del Señor.
Has God said anything to you whilst we've been filming?
Sí. Lo que están haciendo ustedes es algo impresionante. Él me dice que esto van a publicar ustedes a nivel mundial. Muchas personas van a llamar y si no, muchas personas van a creer en Dios.
So is he actually saying that everybody who watches this film will then believe in God?
No solo, sino yo quiero manifestarles algo a todas las personas aprovechando esta oportunidad. Hay una unción poderosa. Yo siento en estos momentos una presencia maravillosa. Personas que van a ser sanadas. Ojo, van a ser sanadas de tumores, hernias, coliosis, pies planos. Se va el SIDA, cáncer, paralíticos se van a levantar a través de esta película.
You're confident that's going to happen? You're not even like remotely concerned that it might not? You are just certain that will happen?
Va a pasar. No tengo duda. Va a pasar.
I mean, there's a chance that if this gets viewed by enough people, this film could literally cure the world of everything.
Van a ser sanados y van a ser bendecidos. Hay una gloria aquí, una presencia.
Are you feeling God?
Sí,
feeling God as we speak?
Sí. Siento un calor. Siento que Él está aquí.
Is there any way you can display for us now on camera what God is telling you, what He's doing?
Bueno, en estos momentos ya no estoy recibiendo porque Él, hay momento, una conexión y hay momento así.
So it's just gone in those few seconds that I asked that question?
Sí.
Oh, these are the carrots. You've got the carrots. This is our first taste of carrots. Wow, they are pretty hefty carrots. Muy grande.
Pues la verdad es una bendición de Dios. Reciero, vea esta zanahoria, es demasiado grande. Voy a sacarla.
That is a pretty big carrot. I didn't expect it to be so big.
Wow.
It's bigger than my foot.
Sí, claro.
Wow, incredible.
The story of Almolonga goes like this. The people here used to believe in other gods, and so they were punished. The crops were small. They had problems with alcohol, poverty, and loose morals. But since they started to believe in the God of people like Pastor Sanchez, it all changed. They call it the transformation.
Dios nos dio esta bendición tan grande. Anteriormente no era así, pero cuando comenzó la transformación acá, entonces las verduras empezaron a crecer más.
I mean, I'm just amazed, like the presence of God. Who would have thought that He'd bless carrots out of all things? It's truly incredible.
Okay. Vamos a continuar.
Okay. Why do you think that, out of all things, God decided to give Almolonga really nice carrots? He could have, you know, money could have rained down in the city, he could have gave everyone fantastic health.
Y no había dinero. Había, realmente reinaba acá las borracheras, pero cuando Dios vio a Almolonga con sus ojos de misericordia, resultó la bendición, la transformación.
Oh, these tiny carrots. What happened to these carrots?
Sí.
It's a scam. It's all a lie.
Small. Así se miraban las verduras. Y es una tristeza.
I was admittedly amazed at the size of Almolonga's carrots, but something told me there was more to the story than the divine power of God. I arranged a call with a woman named Julia, who was doing a PhD on the miracle of Almolonga. She said she could give me more clarity on the giant carrots.
Hello, Julia. So I've just been to Almolonga and I saw some giant carrots. Are they from God?
I'm not a religious person, so for me, God would never bring these carrots.
I mean, the carrots are legitimately massive. I mean, I was genuinely amazed. Why? Why are they so big?
The conditions in Almolonga allow for the place to be very fertile. There's a lot of fertilizer and other chemicals, pesticides being used that boost agricultural production as well. Just from the studies that have been done in local areas and in conversations that you have with people, they really don't know why they're applying as much as they are, as frequently as they are, or the dangers of the chemicals that they're using.
Yeah, what are the health risks?
Long-term effects of pesticide poisoning, possibly causing cancers, affecting childhood development, even affecting fertility.
Would you say that Almolonga is using too many fertilizers, too many pesticides?
Yes, I think that's established, really, because they're being poisoned and they don't know. You know, like, you can't really blame them for this. They don't have the information or the resources to know the extent of the dangers that they could potentially be facing. And actually, I think the church could have a really, really important part to play if they would just admit this issue and actually use their sermons to help educate people about these issues, since they're so powerful in the community.
Yulia told me Almolonga did have good conditions for growing vegetables, but that the overuse of chemicals was worrying. I wanted to know if the people working in Almolonga's farms knew of these risks, or whether the apparent presence of God made them feel as though they were protected. Nicholas has been spraying agrochemicals on his crops for years, and was happy to talk to me about Almolonga's carrots.
So what are the names of these things?
Este es el insecticida para los gusanos. Y en este momento le echo el pegamento para que se pega. Si llueve, no se despega el medicamento. Le echamos pegamento.
It smells very strong. I mean, I have a bit of a headache.
Sí, ¿verdad? Nosotros ya estamos acostumbrados, ya nos sentimos mucho. Ya nos sentimos mucho nosotros.
Has anybody ever told you that these chemicals might have adverse side effects?
Sí dicen, pero por la gracia de Dios, la mayoría de gente aquí en Almolonga casi no. Como estamos acostumbrados en eso, no nos enfermamos.
I mean, a lot of people tell me that it is God that make the carrots big, but it seems like he didn't use the fertilizers. Surely the carrots would be very small.
Salen chiquitas, si no se fumiga.
So do you think that maybe this idea that God has made them huge, maybe it's not entirely true?
O sea que Dios ha dejado la ciencia también por los químicos que se le echa. Si no hubiera dejado Dios la ciencia tampoco, no creo que salgan las verduras.
Do you think God protects Almolonga and the people here so everyone will be okay?
Pues a la vez que sí, porque siempre uno cuando empieza a trabajar, uno tiene que orarle a Dios, pues pedirle a Dios que nos cuide en todo tiempo, pues. Siempre recordamos a Dios.
I was surprised by what I'd found and wanted to speak to Pastor Sanchez about it, so I headed back to meet him. It was the day of his congregation.
Hola, Pastor Sanchez. Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
I decided to wait until after the event that evening to ask about the carrots. There was a lot he'd planned to show me, and he'd invited me to his house.
Este es mi auto.
Oh, it's a fancy car.
Sí.
Off camera, Pastor Sanchez told me that he actually ran a trucking company, transporting vegetables all over Central America.
So as well as being a pastor, then you also work in the vegetable business. So I suppose you're very lucky then that God blessed this area and gave it big carrots, because I suppose you make more money from that.
Sí, es correcto. Dios ha bendecido este lugar para poder obtener más utilidades. Ok, vamos a ver el carro.
Okay, let's do it. Look at that. Looks like a rock star. Yeah, it's a very big garage, isn't it? You don't see much of these in Almolonga. Are you the only guy with a BMW?
Benjamín es el único en Almolonga.
What do you think people see when you drive around the streets with your Beamer, your nice jacket? What do you think like the population are thinking when they see you fly by?
Porque ando un carro de esta, o ando un carro como aquella, o porque me he visto bien, dice que soy narcotraficante. Y no es cierto. Lo mismo le dicen al pastor Cash y lo hacen por envidia, porque la Biblia dice que Dios da el poder de hacer riqueza y Dios da el poder de disfrutar de las riquezas.
As nighttime hit, I made my way to the congregation.
I've only really got one question I want to ask him now, which is about the carrots and whether they in fact come from fertilizer and not God. And I'm a little bit nervous to ask him about it.
It was clear Pastor Sanchez was a popular man. The church was packed, and he even had his own TV show. But there was something very familiar about what I was seeing. Then, right in the middle of the ceremony, I was called on stage.
want me to go?
Vamos a recibir con fuerte aplauso. Vienen desde Londres.
The whole town had heard I was at the congregation, and they had a gift for me.
Hay un hermano que te trajo un regalo. Zanahoria.
That is...
Vamos a sacar una para...
It was a bag of giant carrots.
Benjamín, ¿qué dices con eso?
This isn't a carrot, this is a small child's leg.
Benjamín, tienes que llevar esta zanahoria a Inglaterra y le dices a la gente que veniste a Almolonga. Benjamín.
Oh, this is awkward now. I have to ask him about the carrots in front of everybody. God. Thank you for the carrots. I mean, this is actually ridiculous. I had one question about them. Maybe it's not so much God that makes them big, but it's because people are using a lot of fertilizer. Have you ever heard of that before?
No. Simplemente esta es obra de Dios. Si Dios no hubiera sanado esta tierra, básicamente no sale esa producción.
I mean, you definitely have some good land here, but I have basically been told that to get this big, people need to put quite a lot of fertilizer on that can be bad for people's health. You don't think so?
No. Esta es obra de Dios.
These types of chemicals, they can increase diabetes risks, cancer risks, all sorts of diseases.
No. Si fuera así, ya viera por decir, alguien que se ha enfermado de la piel o que le da el cáncer, nada.
I mean, do you think people would be scared if it was true to tell people? Because, I mean, the town would lose a lot of money. People like yourself wouldn't make as much money. So would they even want to tell people if it was true?
No tiene ningún problema. Y la gente aquí no está ocultando nada porque es que esto no, aquí. Entonces, la gente, yo quiero decirte con todo mi corazón, no te preocupes en eso y no te inclines a este tema porque este tema como que te estás alarmando y qué va a suceder. Te aseguro que de aquí a mañana aquí no va a suceder. Si vuelves dentro de 1 año, 2 años, 5 años, te aseguro que vas a ver la gente siempre trabajando con el cultivo.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I don't quite know what I was expecting Pastor Sanchez to say, but that was a very difficult conversation to have. Religion is so important to Almolonga, and these carrots are so important to Almolonga, so I just felt like I was destroying their most famous story. There is a reason that the carrots are massive, but something tells me that it's not because of God. But for people like Pastor Sanchez, the truth is bad for business, so I can't see it change anytime soon.
Do you want me to sit or just to lean on it? Or
sit, please.
Sit, all right. Religion, that's the topic.
La figura principal de nuestro país es Dios.
Católica, evangélica.
Who is the most famous pastor in the country?
Cash Luna.
Cash Luna maneja la religión como un negocio.
Creo que a través de la religión él se ha hecho un archimillonario.
He is so big because people are searching something to believe in. They need something to look up for. How would you describe them?
¿Cómo decís descarado? Sassy. 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 Sassy.